Hello, CrossFit coaches. This video, we're going to be talking about how to get the heart rate monitoring system up onto the screens. It's a little bit different than what the previous video was because we cannot use the big computer on the desk anymore for this. We have a tablet, so you'll want to go over to the tablet that is next to and on top of the receiver in the second room. This is a computer type tablet, not a real tablet, so it is actually a functioning Windows system, and that's what makes it possible for us to run it the way we need to run it. So you're going to want to run everything through that. That is going to be the heart rate monitoring system, and that's dedicated 100% to the heart rate monitoring. So when you get in there, if the screen is shut down or the system is, or the computer has just been rebooted, it'll ask for a password. The password is, of course, 2115 to get in. And then once you're in, you're going to want to open up a Chrome browser, all right? And you're going to want to go to the FitMetrics login bookmark. All right, we're going to go here. This screen will pop up, and you're going to want to log into the FitMetrics, which is capital C, lowercase fp, 21159 star. We're going to want to log in. All right, once we're logged in, the facilities page opens up. We're going to want to go to location and CrossFit Pleasanton. All right, then the location page pops up with all this menu on the side, directly to the classes page. From here, the classes page, you'll go down to whatever class you are coaching. All right, so we'll use the what class has not been run yet, so we'll run this one as an example. 11 o'clock. I'm going to push start. All right, when I push start, it's going to come up with this error message. It's basically because no room has been associated to the class because we only have one room right now. When we expand the system and we have two systems running at once, one in this room, one in the main room, one in the second room, we will have the classes associated to a specific room. So now just push OK, and the new tab will pop up with the heart rate monitoring system. All right. Once this is up, you should see everybody's heart rate running. From here, you're going to want to make sure we get this onto the TV. So you're going to come over here to the menu, go to cast, and go to heart rate 1. All right. And when you click that, it'll send it right over to the TVs. Now, immediately, no matter what the TVs are doing, it will automatically switch to those inputs and start displaying the heart rate monitoring system. Now, the biggest issue of why we're running it through the tablet now and why it's so important that we're running it through the classes page is it gives you guys much more options here with the 3 bars. This is now a much larger options for you guys to do different things. Begin a class, restart a class, there's a trainer view. The biggest, most important one that I think is the team challenge button. So if there's ever a time where you're running a class and you want to kind of do a quick little team challenge with the Metcon, right? Divide people into groups and see what team can, accumulate the most points. Little fun interactive things that we can do for our members. So doing the team challenges. Now, when we do a team challenge, they have to be with a workout that everybody's working the same amount, right? The same length of time. So AMRAPs, right? Or EMOMs, things like that. Those kind of workouts are where it's going to work. Rounds for time will not work because you have people that will go through the rounds faster, other people a lot longer, so they're accumulating more points because they're still working out, right? So it really won't work for that type of workout. But when you come over here for the challenges, you'll click that to start a challenge, and you'll have the different options here: 2 teams, 4 teams. Just randomly selects people and into different groups. There's the Battle of the Beast, which is actually the Battle of the Sexes, whereas if you have even number of men and women, then you can just push that and it'll just divide everybody up between men and women, and they can do that. And then 2 team and 4 team manual. All right, everything's of course based off the heart rate monitoring and running those challenges. So one of the things that I think we should try to incorporate, but I've had a couple glitches with it, but it's worked most of the time, is trying to restart the class before the Metcon and push this like maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes before the Metcon starts so everybody gets reactivated. but pushing this so people get the proper data and the proper data is displayed for the Metcon itself. There's so much low heart rate time wasted on just, on the warm up and the stretching and the mobility and then the strength work. So doing that when we're doing those kind of things and restarting the class for the Metcon, I think is very valuable for people to see actual work that was done during that time. So that's how you'd kind of redo that and restart that. But once again, make sure we do that a good 4 or 5 minutes before the Metcon starts so everybody gets reactivated. I did have it happen once where I pushed this and then there was a couple people that it didn't find until later in the workout. So just a little warning there. When you are done running any class, whether it's a challenge, whether it's just the normal heart rate monitoring, you're going to want to come over to the tablet again and end the class. When you end the class, it's going to ask you yes. You're going to say yes. This is, I think, very cool and something we should start using and kind of pointing out to people is that when you push this, right, we're going to get this kind of trivia. It's a little fun. But the next screen, it takes everybody's names and puts them and gives them their percentage of where they were in what heart rate zone. So it'll give them a breakdown. Everybody in class will get, I was 85% in the red or 25% in the orange and so on. So I think that's a cool little breakdown for people as well. Plus, it'll also make sure that at that moment is when that email and all that data is collected and that email is sent out to them. There is no like cool down that's associated with it. It is just the Metcon. You finish the workout and you're good to go. So that's how we get it up onto the screen. That's how you're going to want to kind of use this as far as classes are concerned and how to end a class. And then when you're done with that class, you would go into the next class you're coaching and push the start button again for the next class. And then it'll reactivate this screen with all the new people. A little tip, if somebody is not in class, they will not show up on this screen. All right, it's very important. We've had many times people are like, I'm not on the screen, I'm not on the screen. Did you sign up? Oh, no, I didn't sign up for class. Well, that's why you're not on the screen. So it's another kind of hopeful thing that we can get people to sign up more for classes to make sure their name is up there right away. All right, there's also a little thing that, like what we did in the past was the general, if you want to just get everybody in the entire gym, right, not associated with a class, just everybody in the gym up on the screen, you'd go through the old general workout tab and then just open this, then it'll open up its own tab and then cast that the same way to the screens. But that is just not based on the class. That's everybody. So if you've got all these people in class and you got a couple people in the other room working out, it would show up on the screen as well, which is what we don't want. But if you're running some sort of open gym thing, that's how you'd function that. But that's that. That's how we're going to get it up there. And that's how I kind of hope we can all kind of start incorporating this. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you guys at the gym.